Hey Gengar Gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another video. In today's video, friends, we do that thing every other YouTuber has done at this point, opening up a mystery power box. Fun little story behind this one. I picked it up. I actually had to go out of my state. I'm in New York. I had to leave the state in order to find one of these things. But it was coincidentally convenient, and I hit like 5 different Walmarts. I don't know where everyone's finding these things, because at least up where I'm at, either they're already sold out or there were literally only 2, and I went to 5 different Walmarts on a Friday. So I can't even explain to you what goes on with these things, but they are selling for a pretty wicked premium on the internet on the secondary market. So interestingly enough, they are $25 MSRP, meaning if you buy them in store, that's how much they cost. But if you go on eBay, people are selling these things for like $35 and up, which is actually pretty cool because you can literally walk into a store, buy everything, and make $10 on each one you make. Now, what's the gimmick behind these, you might ask? Well, you get 5 booster packs, 2 mystery items, a coin, and a code card per box. And, apparently, a vintage packs seeded chance is 1 in 5. So theoretically, every 5 boxes you open, your chances of pulling a vintage pack, something like Neo Discovery, Platinum Undaunted, Fire Red and Leaf Green, you know, your chances of such a thing are actually very high. And if you have watched other YouTubers, they're actually pretty high up. So I was able to grab 2, I guess, which means in theory I have a 1 in 5 chance each and every single time. So times 2, so 40/40s are 20%, I think, chance. I'll do the math and put it on screen for you, but apparently this is the chance that I have to pull it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh god. Wow, that is quality plastic. And these, just in case you're curious, friends, are packaged by a third party. So basically the gimmick with them is that you're not supposed to, you know, they buy leftover stuff and or other stuff and they sell it to Pokemon, or they sell it with Pokemon. But the idea is that, you know, it's not necessarily the Pokemon company making these, rather it's someone completely different. Now, in order to do this, I think what I'm going to end up doing is, first things first, I'm going to lift up these packs. Okay. No such luck with that. Alright, that's good. But we have them facing downward. So let's just see what happens. Okay, I pulled a vintage pack. That's pretty cool. So this is a Diamond and Pearl Stormfront pack. This is 10 additional booster cards. Diamond and Pearl is from way back in the day, but let's take a look at this real quick. Don't know if you guys can see that, but it says a turbulent force is approaching, and it's on a collision course with everything you thought you knew in the Pokemon TCG. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, the Pokemon Company USA printed this pack, and the pack's in relatively good condition. We will be opening this up on the channel, by the way, right now. But let's take a look at the other contents. We have a Primal Kyogre coin, which is pretty dope. There's some weird coloration on that. We're just not gonna acknowledge that. 1 Sword and Shield, 1 Unified Minds, which I think is a vintage pack in and of itself, 1 Cosmic Eclipse, 1 Sun Moon, and another Cosmic Eclipse. Okay, so this is going to be a good opening. And then in addition to that, I also have a Milotic holographic card, which is really pretty. Let's take a look at the condition on this thing. Got a little bit of whitening up top, but honestly could even be PSA worthy. There is this wicked dent there though, so probably won't do that. And we also have a Dusknoir, which is a 63 out of 149. This is another cool looking card, not gonna lie. So really good looking cards there. I guess those are my 2 mystery items. Here's a code card from a Shining Legends Special Collection Raichu GX box. Let me know if you pulled anything good there. And then let's go ahead and get these fellas opened. Alright friends, and we are back. So without further ado, let's crack into it. We'll do it chronologically to the best of my memory, which means we will be doing Sun and Moon first up. I know that's definitely the first set in the way. And now the real question is, okay, fine, we've pulled a quote-unquote vintage pack. Let's see if we pull anything out of these actual sets of cards. And I'm going to go ahead and get this refocused for you. But there is the first code card. Yeah, because the real question is, although it's amazing and cool and fun and fancy to quote-unquote pull a vintage pack, I don't know why I keep saying quote-unquote, by the way, but the other argument that could be made is, okay, fine, you pulled something good, but notice that I just got a green code card. Are these all going to be green code cards? Is the one white code card that I'm going to get have a regular hollow rare in it, or is it going to have, you know, at least something decent? I don't know. We're going to find that out right now. I have to put this pack over this way. Let's do Cosmic Eclipse last, because in case you guys are curious, I am trying to complete a Cosmic Eclipse binder. Started a little late, but long story short, I ended up in a situation where I suddenly got motivation to start doing full binder sets. I had one for Hidden Fates going all the way back, and this is a white code card, so that's good. But I started way back then. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. And then magically, something inspired me to like start doing more. So I used some of my eBay bucks, which I had, in order to purchase a couple of binders, and I went ahead and started doing it. So I am actually pretty excited for the Cosmic Eclipse stuff. You will see a couple, fun fact, Cosmic Eclipse openings here and there. And wow, wouldn't you know it, a hollow foil rare. Fascinating. Anywho, yeah, I guess Cosmic is next. So these are hopefully going to contribute to that. And then in addition to that, I will also be doing some more openings of everything. And of course, like when, anything like Darkness Ablaze has been released and Champion's Path, I'm also going to be all over that, making sure to get those cards collected as quickly as possible. Honestly, I'm the type of person who also values the practicality. Honestly, it's probably going to be cheaper for me to go ahead and just purchase the cards outright. So what I'll try to do is open tons of stuff, but obviously not everyone can support opening that much product up and dealing with all that bulk and all the extra stuff. So for me, I think it's going to be equally as important to kind of cut my losses when needed and go ahead and make sure to get those cards set aside, purchased, and my binders completed in a timely and organized fashion. So that's probably going to be the big thing for me, is I'm going to open some stuff, and then I think I'm going to have to call it at a certain point, because at a certain point, the likelihood of me pulling that one random card, hello white code card, the likelihood of me pulling that one random card drastically goes down, as everything else is sort of like in my binder already. So at that point, I'll probably just pull the trigger and buy it. But let me know what you guys think about that, because I've gotten feedback both ways. Like, some people are like, oh my goodness, you should definitely keep going and keep opening. But I'm like, it's so expensive to do that. For Hidden Fates, I loved Hidden Fates. So that's why I basically almost completed the binder. And even then, ended up in a situation where I needed to buy some cards to round out my binder. So there's that. Oh, okay. Got a Sol Galeo and Lunala. So this is an actual hit. Well, now I'm kind of shook. Okay. What do you got in you, I wonder? Also, a pack that I will need to open in order to complete my binder. So I'm more than happy to open this fella up and see what we got inside. Green code card, so no one get their hopes up too much. There it is, if you need it. And 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. Is it still 4? Yes, it is still 4. Amazing. We have a Fighting Energy, a Haunter, a Thwacky, a Palpad, a Sinistea, Wooloo, a Shelder, Krogunk, Silicobra, an Aurora Energy, it's looking amazing, and a Cloyster, because Cloyster. Alright, and finally but not least, friends, make sure not to go nowhere, because we do have a vintage pack to open up. So Stormfront. In regards to Stormfront, there is one card that you want out of this, and that is the secret rare base set Charizard reprint. They basically took the card, made it into a Diamond and Pearl type of card, and here we are. So that is the card that ideally you want to pull out of here, but let us see. what is inside this pack. I'm going to be super gentle because every vintage opening I've ever done, I try to save the pack art. It'll be fun to like recall these things. And honestly, if you had to ask me if this pack was heavy, because as we all know, I have some sort of sixth sense regarding this stuff, I would say this is a light pack, which I think is honestly like feedback that has been received, is that like I don't think anybody ever pulls anything out of the pack itself. So if you do pull a vintage pack, I don't know the card trick, so we're not even going to attempt to do it. But let's see if we can buck the trend and pull something vintage. Got a Starly, a Duskull, a Magnemite, a Switch, a Misdreavus with some really interesting artwork there. I actually really like that. I like when cards have cool artwork like that. A Drifblim is our reverse for the pack, and this was the holo pattern back then. It was very glassy, which I'm both a fan of and not, because this looks like it would be horrendous to try to grade right now. Our rare Get Out. Holy smokes. Woof. We're gonna grab this and put it over there just for a moment. Now I'm scared. A B-Barrel, an Electrode, a Grovyle. Yo, we actually pulled that? That's crazy, dude. I don't even have sleeves because I was so sleeping on this box that I was like, oh, bro, what are we even going to need sleeves for? Duh, you're going to need sleeves for this. And that is a really nicely centered. Holy smoke. So we pulled a Heatran Level X card. A little bit of history behind the Level X stuff. It was EX Pokemon in the EX era. Then they went to Level X for like 10 seconds. Then they went to Prime, or some combination of that. They did one thing or the other. And they just ended up in a weird spot because they were like, yeah, we don't like Level X. The fan base really didn't like Prime Pokemon. The fan base really kind of had like some go-betweens. So this is really historic because I don't think there are going to be many of these cards around for the general public. Now there is a little bit of whitening right there. Yeah, there is a little bit of whitening. On an older pack, I expect as much, especially given that it was just tossing itself around. But yeah, you can really see that. But other than that one small defect, this is a minty card. And what's also really cool about this card is that the holo pattern, very similar to the EX era stuff, goes around the card and then onto the holo foil. But yeah, friends, how do you like that? I honestly, that's your thumbnail right there. If my fingers weren't in the way, that would be the thumbnail. But yeah, friends, thanks again for checking out today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. This mystery power box, this one alone might have been worth it. But thanks again for checking out today's video. Don't forget, I do have another one of these, and I am debating whether or not I want to open it up on a live stream on Instagram or over here as a pre-recorded video that is set to release on my typical Tuesday, Saturday schedule. So if you are interested in seeing it on one platform or the other, please let me know that down below. Otherwise, friends, if you liked today's video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and if you think I earned it, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It helps me learn, grow, and continue to put out content that you guys like to watch. But thanks again for checking out today's video, friends. I appreciate your viewership as always. I'll talk to you real soon, and don't forget, if you're going to buy one of these, make sure to pull something amazing out of it. We'll talk soon. Later, guys. Bye.